Josh and Caleb.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into today's video, you may notice something different. I did shave, yes. Uh, Before we went down to Walt Disney World, I wanted to, shave. So I did, which by the time you're seeing this video, I'm already down there. So, anyway, today's video is something pretty cool. If you're a fan of Disney, you're gonna love today's video. It was actually a friend who suggested it, Caitlin. We were talking about our collections and how we both love Disney, and I was talking about some different things I had. I told her I had some foreign Disney. So then I thought, hey, I should do a video about that. If you want to see her Instagram, I'll put it right here. So thank you, Caitlin, for giving me that idea for a video. So yeah, with all that out of the way, let's get straight to it. First up is Pretty Woman, which is Touchstone, so technically Disney. And it's not foreign, I mean, it's English here, but on the back, as you could see, thought I would throw it in. Then next is The Thief and the Cobbler. What language is that? I have no idea. Sad story about this movie. Richard Williams, who's an animator and director, worked on this movie for like 20 years or something. And then Disney hired him to do the animation portions in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So he did that, he did an amazing job, and they said, hey, we want to help you finish your movie. So they gave him some money and gave him a time frame to finish, and he's a perfectionist, so he did not finish in that time. So they had this company from somewhere else finish it, and the end result was not what he envisioned, and is actually a jumbled mess, but it is interesting. There is a good documentary on it, though, Persistence of Vision. If you want to check that out, if I can find a picture of it, I'll put it up here. It's actually very hard to find. I don't have it. I've seen the film online, though. Very interesting documentary. Yeah, anyway, I'm rambling on about that. Okay, next is a film about Disneyland. Actually, a documentary in Japanese, I believe, all about the electrical Main Street Parade. The Disneyland electrical parade, yeah. So that's pretty cool. Next is 102 Dalmatians in French. Pretty cool. Then some Mickey Mouse, House of Mouse here. Snowed in at the House of Mouse. Really cool. And the Prince and the Pauper. Now you might ask, what got me into collecting foreign releases? I won a lot of them on eBay for like 20 bucks or something. It came with like 50 VHS. And then I got some from CS when he did his purge. So that accumulated to all this. Oh, I'm a big Disney fan, as you guys know. So foreign Disney is actually something pretty cool. It's a neat addition to my Disney section back here. Alright, next is the three caballeros. Los tres caballeros. Okay, and Donald in Mathland. Pretty cool release. Then a Cartoon Classics release. This was actually one of the first ones I ever got on Disney. I found it, I believe I got this from CS also. Yeah, I believe so. And then after this, I got that huge lot, and then I bought some more from him. So yeah, first one I ever bought. Next is Aladdin. How cool is that artwork? Can you imagine if we got a poster like that? How cool is that? In this release of Aladdin, look at that. This is actually the animated series, Aladdin to the Rescue. Really cool. Pretty neat to have. Then a few releases, there's like four, of Return of Jafar. I believe they're pretty similar. Look at that one. All that changes is that pretty much it's basically the same artwork, even the same pictures back here. Okay, let's move on to our second stack here with Peter Pan. How cool is that? I'm gonna say how cool is that like 5,000 times. And I love these stickers too. It tells you how much they paid for it in whatever currency that is. Yen, maybe? I don't know. Probably way off on that. Then this release of Peter Pan. Unlike Return to Far, this one is actually different. Okay, then Cinderella. Not sure what language that is. I'm not going to attempt to guess. It's probably back here somewhere. Dutch or I don't want to say. And this release with the lenticular artwork. Will it work? It's not going to work with the light. But she does transform in front of your eyes. It's pretty neat. It's not going to do it. It does work, trust me. I'm doing it right here. But it won't do it with the light. Next is Snow White. Check that one out. Love Snow White. Great film. Walt Disney's first animated film, obviously. Most of you know that, I would think. And this release, again, different. I like different ones. And Pocahontas. Pretty cool. Another release of Pocahontas. Really cool. I'll say really cool a lot also. Then the Rescuers. And of course, the Rescuers Down Under. And Toy Story. Of course, Toy Story 2. History of Toys? Is that toys? I would guess so. It's French. You speak French, let me know. Does that say toys? History of toys? Leave some comments. I'm curious. I think that's what it says. And then A Bug's Life. It's a lot of words there. Leave some comments. I'm curious. What does that translate out to? Very curious. I think bichos is bugs, if I'm correct. I did take Spanish in high school, but bugs, an adventure. Again, leave comments. Very curious. And this one, which is French. Click here. Disney did release individual character versions of the film, which I have all of them. And if you haven't seen my movies with the most releases, check that out. This is in there. Well, honestly, I forgot to add the foreign releases, but it would have been in there had I remembered. Anyway, go check it out. There's a lot of releases of Bug's Life. Too many, really. But I do love the film. Next is Alice in Wonderland. Pinocchio with the classic artwork. Les Aristocats. I know what Les means, the. And The Lion King. Of course, The Lion King 2. Simba's Pride. They can spell out Simba's Pride, but not Lion King. And Mary will enjoy these next releases of Bambi. How cool is that? She collects Bambi, if you guys didn't know. Joe Martinez, they did a video about all of her Bambi releases. Cool video, go check it out. I'll put a picture here of that video so you can go check it out. Yeah, there's one. And then this one. This is really neat. Love that artwork. And then Dumbo, which is a movie of a lot of releases of. Would have been #1 if I didn't have more of It's a Wonderful Life. In the last row of VHS, first is The Jungle Book. Very cool. This release. And this might be my favorite. That's cool artwork. Used to have a puzzle which came with this artwork. Very cool. Okay, then we have to have Beauty and the Beast, of course. A Goofy movie with Roxanne. Uh, she's animated, but man, did I have a crush on her when I was a kid. Well, still do, but yeah. Her and Jessica Rabbit have a thing for redheads, so yeah. But great film. Cool to have on a foreign release. And one of my favorite Disney animated films, Lady and the Tramp. Love this film. The Great Mouse Detective, or as they've called it, Basil the, yes, I don't know what that says, but if you didn't know, The Great Mouse Detective was going to be called Basil of Baker Street, and the higher-ups at Disney said, no, that title will not work. We're going to call it The Great Mouse Detective, which I like that name, but Basil of Baker Street is what they were going to call it. So pretty cool they call it Basil here. And wherever this word is, investigative? Again, I don't know. Leave some comments. Sure I'm wrong about that. Then as you guys know, my favorite animated film, Disney animated film, is 101 Dalmatians. And these releases are very cool. And this one, I've showed these before. Alright, now we're going to get into some DVDs. First is The Three Musketeers. Really cool. And again, Lady and the Tramp. And a Goofy movie. And this might be the coolest in DVD form. Ratatouille. It's really neat. Found that at Goodwill of all places. And then Homeward Bound. Very cool. Then Maleficent, which is just a UK release, but I will include it. Melody Tom. The Heffalump movie. Frozen Fever, which for the longest time this was the only way you could watch it. It has now been released on Pixar Shorts Volume 3, I believe. Yeah. Or on Cinderella, the live action movie. You could see it there, as seen on Cinderella. Didn't know it was on that, so pretty cool. Then Finding Nemo, was a UK release. Finding Dory, UK release. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Three Caballeros in Spanish. Los Clásicos. And then Treasure Planet. Okay. Pretty cool. Love this film. Very underrated in my opinion. And Disney live action movie. Here you go. You have my money if you make this live action. And then we're going to end with Mary's favorite box set. She loves this box set. Very cool. Has all these. This is a Japanese box set. So when you start the movie, it is in Japanese. And you have to manually go in and change it to English. So very cool thing to have. If we have time, I'll go through each individual one. Cinderella, Peter Pan. I love this artwork. Dumbo, Bambi. I think you have this one already, though. So, not in the box set, though. Then Pinocchio, really cool. Why are the minor characters so small? Then Fantasia. Lady and the Tramp. Alice in Wonderland. Sleeping Beauty. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And we have to end with my favorite, 101 Dalmatians. Yeah. So there you go. That is, I believe, that's all of my foreign Disney releases. There might be a few here and there that I've missed, but I'm pretty confident that's all. Yeah. So what do you guys think? You want to see more Disney videos within my collection? I have a few ideas of stuff I could do. Yeah, leave some comments if you want to see more videos like this. I'm probably in Walt Disney World by the time you're seeing this video. I have lots of ideas for videos while I'm down there. I'm going to do a video on Galaxy's Edge. I'm going to do a video of Mickey's Runaway Railway opening, which will be crazy because we have a DVC party the night before, which goes to like 12, and then we'll have to get at the park at like 4 a.m. So we might as well sleep in the parking lot, honestly. So we might. Anyway, bunch of fun videos coming from Disney, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, and if I don't see you at Walt Disney World, I will see you at the movies. Bye.